Hey Credit Warriors, Credit Shifu here, and today this is the video you have all been waiting for and people have been requesting. Well, actually one person requested, but anyway, it is the battle of the premium hotel cards. The two new hotel cards that were released this year, the Hilton Aspire from American Express that was released at the beginning of the year, gives you Hilton Diamond status, the top status, and the new SPG Luxury card which has just been released. Alright guys, so let's get right down to it. So first of all, we're going to look at the value of the points. Now, the points guy values Marriott/SPG points at 0.9 cents a piece and Hilton points at 0.6 cents a piece. If you want another valuation, Frequent Miler, another website that blogs about frequent flyer miles, hotel points, all that, they value Marriott/SPG points at 0.72 cents a piece and Hilton points at 0.45 cents a piece. So it's a little bit of a lower valuation. Personally, I prefer the points guy's valuation. I think it's more accurate, and the reason why, just going off a recent booking I made with Hilton, I booked a room that cost $175 for one night. It was 30,000 Hilton points, and that works out at 0.58 cents per point, so just under the points guy's valuation of 0.6 cents a piece for Hilton points. So now we know the value of the points, let's compare the point earning for different spending categories on these cards. Alright, so for regular spending, the Hilton Aspire card earns 3 points per dollar, so that's a value of 1.8 cents. The SPG card earns 2 points per dollar of its points currency, and that's a value of 1.8 cents too. So it's a draw! Woohoo! Now, for the category of flights and US restaurants, which category they both have, the Aspire earns 7 of its points per dollar, which works out at 4.2 cents of value you're getting for every dollar spent. The SPG earns 3 of its points per dollar, so that's 2.7 cents of value you're getting back per dollar for those bonus categories. So obviously the Aspire wins on that, and it's also worth mentioning that the points, 2.7 cents of value, that's what the old SPG points used to be valued at before they were split in, divided by 3 to make the new points. So this bonus category, it's not really a bonus category at all. I would have expected a higher earning bonus category, for example 4 points per dollar, at least do better than the old SPG card. The Aspire actually has one additional bonus category as well, which is car rental, and that's also 7x, so 4.2 cents in value per dollar spent. The SPG just treats this as regular spending, so it's 2x, 1.8 cents in value, so the Aspire wins on this. And now let's look at spending at each card's respective co-branded hotel. So using the Aspire at Hilton hotels will get you a whopping 14 points back per dollar, so that's 8.4 cents in value per dollar spent. The SPG card, it's 6 of the SPG/Marriott points, and that works out at 5.4 cents in value. So the Aspire wins that one. It's 1-0 right now. Right, now let's look at sign-up bonuses. Now both these cards currently have a 100,000 point sign-up bonus, but since SPG points are worth more, the SPG card wins. So it's 1-1. Alright guys, now let's look at the various rebates that you can get on these cards, and we'll start with the Hilton Aspire card. On the Hilton Aspire, you get a $250 resort credit, and this can be used to pay charges at Hilton resorts. Right now there are 202 resorts listed on Hilton's website, so it's 202 hotels you can use this at. And obviously, a resort, it's a sort of place you're going to go on family vacations to. It's not obviously like business hotels or whatever. So, for some people who don't, travel with their family very often, or perhaps don't have kids or whatever, you might be less likely to go to resorts, so it might not be so usable for everyone. Next, we have a $250 airline fee credit, and this is very similar to the Amex Platinum. So the Amex Platinum's airline fee credit, you use it to pay incidental charges like buying food on board planes or paying for checked-in bags, etc. You can use it on some airlines for gift cards. For example, American Airlines, you can use it for their $50 or $100 gift cards, and you'll still get reimbursed for it. I'm assuming probably this airline credit is going to work in the same way, seeing as it's also an American Express card. In addition to these two, you also get a $100 property credit for Waldorf Astoria and the Conrad. There are some restrictions with this, like you have to stay a minimum of 2 nights. It's not for the cost of the room, it's for extra charges like room service, etc. And so the total is $500 worth of credits. Now let's go and have a look at the SPG Luxury card. The SPG Luxury card gives you a $300 credit for room charges. It's a bit simpler to use. In addition to that, you get a $100 global entry credit every 4 years. So because that global entry credit's every 4 years, I'm going to divide it by 4 to get an annual figure. So that would be 100 divided by 4 is 25. Add that to the regular hotel credit. So it's $325 in value of credits per year versus the Hilton Aspire's $500. So clearly the Hilton Aspire card wins, and right now the score is 2-1. Alright, now let's have a look at free nights. So the Hilton Aspire card gives you a free weekend night every year, and by weekend you can use it on Friday, Saturday or Sunday, and this is available from card opening. So it's not an anniversary free night, it's just an annual free night. It can be used at almost any Hilton property with some restrictions. You also have another chance of getting an extra free weekend night if you spend over $60,000 a year. They just give you another one. That's quite a lot of spending though. For the SPG Luxury card, they give you a free night on your card's anniversary, and this night can be used anytime. It's just that it's limited to awards that are worth 50,000 points or less. So it doesn't quite get you to the highest categories of SPG hotels, but you can go pretty luxurious with this, and it is easier to use than the Aspire free night. So for this one, I'm going to call it a draw, since they both do offer free nights, and each has its benefits and its drawbacks. You know, the Hilton one, it's only weekend free nights, whereas the SPG one, you can use it any time, but it's a limit of 50,000 points. So we'll call it a draw, and that brings us up to 3-2. Now let's talk about the status that these cards give. So the Hilton Aspire card gives you Diamond status, which is Hilton's highest status. You get all the benefits that go along with that: free breakfast, room upgrades, parking right by the door, lounge access, etc. You name it. Whereas the SPG card only gives you SPG/Marriott Gold status, and a lot of people have been complaining that Gold isn't even as good as it used to be. You don't get free breakfast with it, you have to be Platinum for that. You will get room upgrades and like late checkout and stuff, but you know, to get the free breakfast, lounge access, etc., you need to be Platinum, and you can upgrade to Platinum with $75,000 a year in spending on the card. That's a very high spending requirement, so I don't know how many people are actually going to be upgrading to Platinum by doing that spending on this card. So I would say in status, the Hilton Aspire card certainly wins. That brings us up to 4-2. Now lastly, we're going to look at some other benefits of these cards. So first of all, they both give you Priority Pass Select Airport Lounge access with up to 2 guests each time and unlimited visits. So that's a great perk, and you know, most premium credit cards give that now, so basically they're drawn on that. Then we have Wi-Fi. So the Hilton card gives you on-property Wi-Fi at Hilton, probably the fastest speed that's available, because you're Diamond status. The SPG card actually gives you additional Boingo Wi-Fi hotspots, like over 1 million hotspots worldwide. So that's definitely a valuable perk to have. I'm going to call it a draw on that one. We'll add 1 point, and so the grand total is 5-3 with the Aspire card winning. And guys, at first glance, I thought the Aspire card was going to win. It just seems like a better card. It gives you the higher status, etc. After actually going through and doing all the figures and adding it all up, the Aspire card still wins. So it's a hand-down victory for Hilton. But you know, for many people, it may not necessarily come down to which card is stronger. It could be more like, which hotels do you like? And SPG does have some very unique and very nice hotels. So I wouldn't say the SPG card is bad, and some people may prefer it because they prefer staying in the SPG hotels. They want to stay at the St. Regis and the W. They prefer that to, you know, Hilton. I mean, Hilton's hotels are nice, but they don't have as much necessarily individuality as some of the SPG hotels do, particularly the W and the St. Regis. So guys, there's my take on it. Aspire wins, but SPG still may be more suited to some people. What's your take on it? Please leave your thoughts below. Let us know what you think. We'll put a link to some of the best hotel credit card deals. You can learn more about what's out there, link from our partners, and we will see you next time with more credit card tips and tricks. Bye-bye.